Writer, author, badass, and now podcaster. Who is it?
It's LSH.
Welcome to Talking Shit with LSH, a unique female perspective on sex, love, motherhood, relationships, careers, and the real shit women say and think about societal norms. Unleashed. It's not what you do, it's who you are. Who is it?
It's LSH.
Talking Shit.
So welcome everybody to Talking Shit with LSH. I am your host, LSH, and I'm going to guide you through some interesting topics, some juicy topics. And so know this, no judgment, right? I cuss, I say shit. You know, I want you to say shit. Okay. And we're going to have some authentic, interesting, real talk with real women about things that happens in our day-to-day life. Love, sex, relationship, family, and the topics are going to be some good ones. So we're going to start with it's a video, but since we're doing an audio podcast, the listeners can't see it. I don't necessarily think you need to see it, but I want you to listen. It's funny as shit, but it's real. And then after you've listened to this video that was, I guess it was maybe uploaded to Facebook, after you've had a chance to listen, then we're going to talk about what your thoughts are on this video, this audio you're about to hear. All right, ready? All right, let's listen.
You nigga tune in, because this shit is the really shit a bitch gonna tell you. Most people doesn't even tell you shit. So, I made a post letting y'all know, like, you know, if you broke, if you a dude, you ain't really, by broke, I mean, you ain't really got it to take care of people. You ain't really got it to be passing out money, paying bitches bills and stuff like that. Even fucking, if you a nigga, you ain't got no job and shit. But if you know how to fix shit, cook, clean up a house, do laundry, if you a good ass nigga and you can watch kids, help them with their homework, if you know how to fix shit, clean gutters, fucking cut the grass, chop down trees when the tree done got overgrown in the yard, fucking wash the car, change the towel, oil change, tune-ups, all that shit, you can do all that shit. Bitch, grease my hair when I'm tired and my shit dry. Let my soul in out, bitch, when I'm ready to take it out, I don't feel like cutting it out. Lay the pipe, eat pussy, rub feet, give massages, read to the kids, get their ass bathed in their bed at night. If you can do all this shit, nigga, you rich. You rich, nigga, you just rich. Don't let me tell you broke. Listen, if I got a nigga, if he can change my oil, I ain't got to go pay Chevy to change my oil. If I got a nigga who, he can do my tune-up, I ain't got to go pay a mechanic to do my tune-up. If I got a nigga who gonna cut the grass every week or every 2 weeks, I ain't got to pay a yard man to cut the grass. All that shit is money. You niggas need to sit down, get you a piece of paper, write down everything y'all know how to do, and put what the average cost of that shit is. And when a bitch call you broke, pull your paper out. So look how much money I'm saving you. And when you tally that shit up, you probably saving no more money than the nigga that's putting money in her hand. Oh, she might got a nigga giving her $300, $400, maybe $500, whatever he giving her. Once you add up all the shit you able to do on a consistent basis, nigga, you winning. Bitch, I'm rich. And I'm paying your ass with all these services. Dead for real, y'all sleep. Don't let these bitches tell y'all broke. Broke who? You niggas is rich off of services. I need a bitch right now. It's a tree in my backyard. Need to get cut. You know how much it costs for tree work? If a nigga can go back there and cut that tree out, bitch, they charge hundreds. Sometimes even $1,000 to cut a tree back in a bitch yard. So for them real boss bitches that own houses and shit like that, if you get a nigga that can do all that shit like that, bitch, that's like a personal assistant. That's like a motherfucking, I don't even know what to call it. If a bitch go feed your kids, cook for y'all, rub your feet, kick your dick, eat your pussy, all that shit. Clean the house, do the laundry, fold the clothes up and put them up, help the kids with their homework, motherfucking pick them up from school. Y'all know how much child care costs? I ain't talking about for people that get fucking assistance and all that shit right there. I'm talking about for those of us that fucking pay for that shit. You know how much it costs for them kids to stay after school? In the fucking art club and the YMCA till you get off from work at 5 or 6 o'clock? So, nigga, write that shit down on your list. Tell that whole bitch, if I wasn't watching these kids till you get off from work, that's an extra like $150, $200 a week you have to pay these motherfucking daycare. If your baby under like 2 or 3 years old and can't go, you know how much you'll be charging if you don't get fucking coordinated child care? Tell that whole you'll watch the baby. You save that whole about $500, $600, $700 of money in child care. You is rich, nigga. Rich. This is what I want y'all to do. Make y'all list. Write the dollar values down. Call that bitch you fucking with that been calling you broke and shit and tell her, hey bitch, I'm calling you to let you know, bitch, love said I'm rich, ho. Rich. So make your pick. Is it me or the nigga that's been giving you the $400, $500? Because I done made my list, ho, and my shit tally up way more than that. Do it. I'm telling you. That hoe might talk shit at first. Watch she call you back.
All right. Now, the straight up hood chick, right? I mean, she got the language, she got the vernacular, she got the cuss words. But was it real?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, if you pay attention, yeah.
Was it real? Because I know I done had some trees that were taken down on this lot here at over $1,000. Mm-hmm. That tree thing got me, right? I got a tree that needed to be taken down. All right. So, I mean, was she right? All right. Anybody, jump in. Was she right? And what was she right about?
Well, she was right about how she wanted perhaps a man. See, that wouldn't work necessarily for me because you have to have other things also. But from her standpoint, I can those services definitely add up and they definitely save you money. But you also, for me, you have to have.
Yeah, work outside the home. Is that what you're saying?
You have to work outside.
You gotta get a paycheck.
Yeah,
I can cut down the tree myself.
You can cut down the tree.
I
Okay.
cut the tree myself.
So, that's interesting that you. I wasn't sure which way you go. Well, that's all I wanted to find out. So you could cut down a tree. So you need him to work.
Myself.
You don't need him just at home.
No.
So it's the whole rich guy or poor guy, but is he really poor? Right. Is he adding value? I guess that's what she's saying, right? Yeah. She's saying that if he's bringing value to the house, then he ain't poor. He ain't broke.
Well, I'm going to say no.
No.
I'm going to agree with her because I got to go steal about a saw.
So Joy's agreeing with him.
Saw. You need to get this one right here, the $500 one. You finna cut the tree down. I could have called somebody who already got a saw. So that kind of thing plays in there too. That who buying the tools to cut down the tree?
So who's investing?
Now I got a saw that I got in my,
Mm-hmm. So you got to pay for the saw. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
He can't cut the tree down with his hand.
Right. So I still got to pay.
I mean, I wouldn't mind him having all those talents. I think I would just encourage him to start a business.
Yeah, that's like an added bonus. Right?
So that's added value for Delicious.
Yeah. Right.
But Lovable's saying that's good. So you're saying I'd rather have a financially physical guy than a financially wealthy guy.
Yeah, because if you're good at everything, then you can make money whether you have a job or not. I can take you to the man next door. You can cut it because if people see you, then they will see you doing it. Mm-hmm. So you're
thinking that the saw would be an investment. So if I got to pay $500 for it, you can start your business.
Exactly. If you can babysit some kids, guess
you
what?
can give them daycare. Well, see, here's what I'm liking. Now we're saying, look, we're gonna put this brother to work. We're gonna bring home a paycheck. Right? We're gonna bring home a paycheck because we about to get him he's gonna become an entrepreneur of the house. All right.
At the end of the day, he's human.
Uh-huh.
He's going to get tired. He's not going to want to... He's cutting the grass. He's watching the kids all day. He is not going to want to eat my pussy. Do all the things that all these talents that he may have. He's still a human being.
But see, what's interesting, Al, is that's the shit we do as women.
Yeah. I know.
Don't you think? I mean, I'm not going down cutting down the tree, but I may hire somebody. I got to find somebody to cut down the tree, right? Mm-hmm. I got the kids. I'm doing pickup. I'm doing drop off. I'm cooking. I'm sucking. I'm fucking. I'm doing all of that. Yeah. And you're saying, but he's going to get tired.
We get worn out, and we have to finally choose us sometimes.
Mm-hmm. So you think that's what he would say?
That's eventually what's going to happen. So we need balance. Is all I'm saying. We need balance because I want him to go. I want him to be well enough to go out with me to do all the things that we want to do together. So he's going to have to start his business, or we're going to have to be able to use the resources from other people and recognize there's more than just all your little talents.
We just started.
We have to share a relationship.
Yeah. So you think he'd be too tired to be able to take care of all of those other needs?
They are men. Yeah, I just don't know.
So you think we do it better than they do it?
They choose them.
Oh, absolutely.
They choose them. They are good at choosing them.
Yeah.
We are the givers, we're the nurturers and everything, and they don't do well not choosing them.
Right.
Eventually, they say, "Oh no, that's too much.
That's too much.
And they tell you, just because you can do it doesn't mean you should.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're good at
That's
telling you
when
that.
you come into you take that off their shoulders and you go, well, I'll watch the kids. And they go, how about we just cancel all appointments for the day? We're just gonna relax.
So Lovable is like, let me work with you.
Just work.
That's what Lovable says, let me work with you.
Because I don't want to have
Is that reality though?
I don't want to have to hire people. And I don't want to lose you either.
But I'm
So if
spoiled though. I need I'm just spoiled.
That's
Yeah.
well. If
So,
you're gonna start a business,
it's
with
like,
this
how
man,
we gonna
then
go out?
We
I
can
have
be
to
gone.
treat
He can take a
or
vacation because
what?
it's his business.
So you're saying because you're saying, okay, so he's doing all the services at home. He's cutting down a tree. He's dropping. He's daycare.
You know, he's
all
saving
of
money
that.
for me, but still, you still got to spend money on me. I'm
So
sorry.
that's important, right? She's saying, I need my man to spend money on me. Does it change his manhood if he doesn't spend his own dollars on you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. If I'm pulling out my credit card
Well,
and telling me that,
That
I
is
don't want
so.
to pay for everything.
it's only my
I
credit
don't
card
pay
on
for
it.
anything.
It's only
I
my
can
name
know.
on his credit card.
Exactly.
What
'cause you
credit
bought
card
the
do you
stock.
have with your name?
Right.
He got
The one you got.
The one you got? You got a song.
Exactly. I want to use the one with your name on it.
So is it that the women in this room is just so bougie? Oh God! We can't get with a physically rich
No, I
man.
want you to be physical, and I want you to be able to clean, cook, all that stuff.
Cheddar in the bank.
Yes,
But you gotta have that. Because what if I be like, come on, let's just go get away. Not in Chicago. Let's get away.
Yes, he gonna say, "Let's
You
go
know,
out."
I'm like,
I just
okay.
built this nice.
What you got? What you got? You got your credit card? Let me see the number. I can book it.
Uh-huh.
Because we're gonna train them to do all of that. No,
Yeah.
this is what a guy like that, depending on what your standards are, that guy may not even make it on the first date. Honestly.
You don't think so?
Oh no. Oh,
So
please.
he's not your
Some,
category.
yeah.
I mean, with some women, yes.
A lot
Because
of
if
women will take that.
you're the
I'm sorry.
wealthy
Well, I'm just saying
woman,
for me,
Yeah.
he wouldn't make it on my first date.
Right,
I understand
right,
he
yeah.
has potential, but
Mhm.
potential's great on paper.
Uh-huh.
But paper, that doesn't.
But what if he's that fix-it guy? How many of you had the hired husband? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like the guy that comes in and
I've
he
been
can
married.
fix it all. Or even if you're not technically married to him, he just fixes all the shit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And isn't that a turn on in some ways? Like,
It
damn,
is.
Yeah,
like,
it is, of
I don't have to
course.
get up here and fix that. I don't
Yeah.
have to call
But
anybody.
usually
It's a
9 times out of
turn on.
10, they coming from work and they like, I'll come over and stop by. So they already. I mean, I've been.
He just said he coming from work and doing that shit.
I think as long as he has confidence in his talents and he can own it and he knows what he's bringing to the table and he has that, I don't know, that thing that men have when they're confident, it works. But most of the time, if they're not bringing money in, they don't have that confidence. They're a trip to deal with when they're not. When they're
How many
not.
ever dated a guy who was not working? And I don't mean now. I mean in your entire dating life. What was that like? He was. What was that like?
I could just see him like, you always working, you always at work, you don't have no time for me. But sound like a woman. Like, no.
David Lynch said he sounded like a woman.
I dated a guy.
You're a broke ass. That's what you're saying, basically.
I dated a guy who was financially not stable, but he was really, really good with everything else. He was good at cooking, cleaning, taking care of the kids.
You have a job?
But he did not have a job.
Okay.
The issue was that I had a job, so it became he was jealous. Like, why are you always at work? Well, because you don't go to work. So
And then when I'm getting up to go to work and he laying down still.
So it don't matter if he was down and he just ate all. He turned you out.
No.
None of that matters. The next day,
no, it mattered in that moment.
it matters in that moment.
Like, wait,
for
whoa.
the kids, I can't have it. Like,
But at the same time,
I'm arguing with you because my son don't have no Cheerios. Like, no.
I did have a moment. I do recall having a moment where I came home from work and the house was spotless. The kids hadn't fed. Everybody was together, and I was upset because he took away what I have a routine in my household. So now you took my routine because you don't have a job. So I need you to. You can help, but I can't have you doing everything around here because now the part of me that's the nurturer, you just took.
So that's what Elle said. I need a balance. That's
So
what
you
she's
have
saying.
to-
I need a
But
balance.
that's
We
a
can-
balance, though.
well,
You can-
the other
Monday,
flip-
Tuesday, and Wednesday,
Yeah.
because sometimes I need you to cook. 'Cause
Yeah.
when I
So
get
we
home,
need
I'm
to-
like,
We're gonna have
I'm a team player. We have to work together.